Even individuals who appeared lively and sharp just a few years earlier often begin to experience a noticeable decline. Many believe this shift is purely about genetics or the luck of the draw, but that's only part of the picture. In this video, we're going to explore 5 surprising and often overlooked reasons why seniors struggle to maintain health and vitality beyond 80. These aren't the common culprits like poor diet, smoking, or lack of exercise. These causes run deeper, quieter issues that tend to slip under the radar, even for those who have done most things right. The encouraging news? Once you understand them, you can act on them. So, if you've ever questioned what really holds people back from thriving in their later years, and what you can do now to prevent it, stay with me. Because these 5 hidden factors could redefine how you age. Let's begin. Number 1. Vanishing microconnections ***. One of the first and least noticed reasons people fade after 80 is the quiet loss of what researchers call microsocial engagement. These aren't your close friendships or family visits, though those matter too, but the tiny, everyday exchanges you barely registered before. Think about greeting your mail carrier, sharing a laugh with a grocery clerk, or waving to a neighbor walking their dog. These small moments may seem trivial, but they help regulate your nervous system, keep your brain socially engaged, and reinforce your sense of being part of a community. But as we age, many stop running errands themselves. We shop online, rely on family for help, or avoid chatting with strangers due to hearing difficulties. Sometimes it's just the weather or aching joints that keep us inside. But when those tiny social threads unravel, something else fades. *** your vitality ***. Most don't realize it's happening. They think they're simplifying life, when in fact, they're removing the subtle social interactions that keep the mind sharp, the mood lifted, and the body connected to the world. I knew an elderly man who stayed mentally agile simply by walking to his favorite cafe daily and saying hello to familiar faces. That 5-minute stretch of human connection, it was life-giving. The brain perceives both deep loneliness and quiet disconnection as stress. It disrupts hormones, increases inflammation, weakens immunity, and, most critically, starts shrinking the brain regions tied to memory and emotional stability. You don't just feel lonelier, you start aging faster. So if you stop chatting during errands or feel invisible in your own neighborhood, it's time to reverse course. Those fleeting moments of connection tell your brain and body something powerful. You still matter. And that is a medicine far more powerful than most people realize. Number 2. The trap of overcautious living ***. Another quiet but deadly habit after 80 is mistaking caution for wisdom, then letting it go too far. It might start after a minor fall or balance issue. So, you begin to avoid steps, cut down on walking, stop bending, or limit your movements. Loved ones applaud your caution. Take it easy, they say. But slowly, you've created a life that's safe, but still. And here's the hard truth. ***, when you stop moving, your strength disappears ***. Not just in arms and legs, but in balance, coordination, and core stability. The body isn't like a battery that saves energy by resting. It's like a garden. It needs care and regular use to thrive. When you move less, your body begins to weaken. Many don't realize how crucial the core is for daily function. If those trunk muscles go unused for even a few weeks, they shrink. Balance declines. Wobbliness increases. I once knew a man named Walter who stopped his daily walks after a minor slip. No injury, just fear. Within 6 months, he lost 10 pounds of muscle. He didn't stop because he was weak. He became weak because he stopped. Of course, smart precautions matter. Use railings, wear good shoes, clear walkways. Even use a cane if needed. But don't let fear make all your choices. When you let fear dictate movement, the body forgets how to move. If you've been pulling back, not because you can't move, but because you're afraid of what might happen, check in with yourself. Are you protecting your body or disappearing from life? Longevity after 80 isn't just about avoiding falls. It's about moving with intention, even if slower. Movement tells the body, I'm still alive. I'm still needed. Number 3, broken sleep rhythms from poor light exposure ***. Inside your body is a rhythm keeper, your circadian clock. It quietly governs mood, metabolism, immune response, and brain repair. And after 80, it becomes far more sensitive to light. One big disruptor, too little daylight and too much artificial light. You may start napping more during the day, skipping time outside, or keeping the lights on late at night. These habits confuse your brain. Want to be alert, want to wind down. Morning sunlight tells your brain to energize. Evening darkness triggers melatonin, which prepares the body for deep sleep. But when you skip sunlight or flood your evenings with TV or phone screens, your internal signals get scrambled. You might sleep but wake up groggy, feel drained during the day, or notice memory lapses. And disrupted sleep does more than tire you. It weakens immunity, destabilizes mood, and increases risk of cognitive decline. There's also the matter of vitamin D. After 80, your body produces less through the skin. Without sun exposure, bones weaken, muscles suffer, and immunity drops. I once met an 84-year-old named Helen who felt foggy and tired. Her labs were fine. The breakthrough? Her doctor told her to sit by a bright window each morning and cut screens an hour before bed. Within weeks, her energy, sleep, and clarity improved. It wasn't a new pill. It was light, asterisk, asterisk. So if you've been stuck indoors with curtains drawn, or your evenings are spent staring at screens, it's time to change. Step outside within an hour of waking, even just for 5 minutes. Let that light reset your clock. And at night, lower the lights. Let the body prepare for rest. These rhythms aren't just comfort, they're survival. Number 4, hidden grief and emotional silence, asterisk, asterisk. By 80, most people have known deep loss. A spouse, a sibling, a friend, sometimes even child. And while the world might offer a few kind words, it rarely acknowledges how much sorrow we carry. What settles and isn't always grief. It's emotional suppression. We bottle it up. We stay strong. We say we're fine. But the body keeps score. Unprocessed grief, grief that's never voiced or shared, takes root in the body. It quietly alters your immune system, disrupts digestion, sleep, and hormone balance. You may look calm outside, but inside, the body is under stress. I knew a man named George, 86, who lost his wife of 60 years. He didn't cry, said he was okay, but he stopped sleeping well, lost weight, and withdrew from his community. Not from illness, but from unspoken sorrow. The truth is, grief must breathe, it must move, and when we suppress it, it lingers. Those who age will often have an emotional outlet, a confidant, a journal, a spiritual community, or therapist. Whatever form it takes, the key is to express it. If you've been holding something in, not by choice, but by habit, it's time to make space. Not just to ease your emotions, but to heal your body. Because the heart can't carry everything forever. And if you want to stay truly alive past 80, you have to let yourself feel. If you're still watching, comment number 4 below, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't yet. Number 5, fading sense of daily purpose, asterisk, asterisk. One of the quietest but most harmful changes after 80 is the gradual loss of daily purpose. Not grand missions, but simple reasons to get up, engage, and care. Purpose can be small. Watering a plant, feeding a stray cat, writing a letter, repairing a drawer. But when these tiny anchors fade, mornings lose meaning, days blur, and the body follows. Appetite shrinks, movement slows, and the systems that once hummed along quietly begin to stall. Not because they're broken, but because they're waiting for a reason. It doesn't happen all at once. Maybe a group stopped meeting. Family visits less. A beloved hobby becomes harder. You say it's just aging, but inside you feel the dimming. I met Ruth, 88, who was more vibrant than most 50-year-olds. Not wealthy, not in perfect health, but every week she had tasks. Postcard for shut-ins, soup for shelters, waving to school kids at 4 p.m. It wasn't flashy, but it gave her days rhythm. It gave her soul fuel. The body keeps going as long as it believes it's needed. That's the secret. Purpose doesn't have to be big. It has to be consistent. A plant, a prayer, a phone call. These small things tether life to meaning. So if your days feel hollow, don't brush it off. It's not just sadness, it's a sign. Your body is asking for rhythm again. Because living past 80 isn't just about a heartbeat. It's about a heart that still wants to beat. As we wrap up, remember this. Most people don't fade after 80 because of one big moment. It's not a diagnosis or a birthday that turns the tide. It's the slow unraveling of routines, habits, and meaningful connections. But if you understand what's fading and why, you can restore it. And you can age with more power, purpose, and peace.